Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we are down at Cobbs Quay with Jack and the guys from Clipper Marine to have a look at this rather lovely Windy Mirage 25. Now Windy are built in Scandinavia, very popular. This isn't a true statement, but they're pretty much carved out of granite, these boats. Incredible deep V hull. This one comes with the benefit of a bow thruster, which is always a winner. Look at that. That is designed to slice through pretty much any sea condition you can find. But obviously do bear in mind it's a 25-foot boat. Lovely dark blue GRP hull colour. Obviously the Windy name. Ventilation. Now this one comes with a Volvo Penta D4 260 engine, and obviously that's mated to a Volvo DPH, I would imagine that is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Outdrive. It looks like it's recently been serviced because it looks like it's been painted. Got new anodes. A couple of seriously beefy sized trim tabs for the size of the boat. So we're going to have a quick look on board. Before we actually look on board, I just wanted to show you this comes with a full tonneau cover, and not everybody knows what a tonneau cover is. So I shall wobble up this precarious ladder. Whoa, bear with me, and that is a tonneau cover. So this is effectively a cover that you can put over. Obviously it doesn't give you any headroom down below, but it does a quick and easy snap cover. You can put it on and it protects the boat from winterizing, weather, rain, anything like that. So I'm going to pop this off and we'll have a look around. So there you go, via the magic of video editing, we have now taken the cover off. I've been a bit cheeky and just stowed it at the front there, but it gives you an idea of the vast cockpit space that this boat comes with. Obviously, swim platform, which again is a pretty decent size for the size of boat. Under here we have swim ladder, so you get yourself in and out of the water. Again, typical Windy, hydraulic stainless steel ram, and again all the glass fibre is finished where you can't see it. Cleats, which they really neatly run into a forward grab rail, which follows pretty much up the windscreen the whole way around the boat. And on this side there's a swim shower and somewhere to put your ensign. Little step forward here takes us into the boat. We will just pop out this infill cushion, which quite neatly then gives us somewhere to step in and over into the cockpit. That funny thing there, in case you're wondering, is a foot stand to put the table in. One step in, storage locker under here, another storage locker under there, helm seat, captain seat. I'll just turn around and give you a view of it back. Now there obviously is a table here, which, as we mentioned, slots into the footprint there, and also I suspect fills in, looking like it, to give you even more lounging spaces if there isn't enough there. Pretty standard, I would say, Windy blue upholstery. If you're ever on a boat and it's got dark blue upholstery, it's pretty safe to say it's a Scandinavian boat. So back to the helm seat, swivelable helm seat, lift up bolster as you would expect. And then over here we have the electronic controls for the EVC system for the Volvo Penta engine. Trim tabs, leg up and down, so that lifts the stern drive up and down. Electronic engine controllers, and that's a tri-data, I would imagine. So yeah, there you go, that gives you information on speed, log and depth. Lovely to see the bow thruster. We had a look at that outside. Fuel gauge, selection of engine gauges, helm indicator, which is also quite nice, and then a Raymarine chart plotter and navigator. Usual set of Carling switches down here, and then down there, as you can probably see, let me go this way around, is a Icon VHF radio. Over here is the fire suppression system and the fuel cutoff for the engine bay, which is really neat. And then in here you got a conventional Sony stereo system. There's another locker down here, look, have a quick peek. There you go, another locker with separation and stainless steel ram. We'll just have a quick peek under this one, because I think this might be access to the fuel tanks. So yeah, there you go. Access to a little bit of extra storage, but more importantly, easy, super easy access to the top of the tank. Actually, that might be a holding tank. I don't know. I'll find out what it is and put it in the comments. If anyone knows, please let me know. So a couple of steps up here takes you through the forward windscreen, which is pretty standard on these sports boats. This section here folds out so you can go all the way through. It's quite nice on a boat of this size because it means that all of the cockpit can be cockpit space and not side decks. So you can see we've got a couple of fenders stored up here, but a big area for sunbathing. And right the way forward, right the way there, you can see it comes with an electric anchor winch as well, which is really nice. And a sliding door forward to the fore cabin, and just under here is a little sink and place to store your cokes. So let's have a look in the fore cabin. A little bit busy down here. It's not the biggest cabin in the world, but obviously this is a 25-foot sports boat, and you have to remember the amount of cockpit space we have down here. So a quick look down, there's a little cupboard over on the port side, storage. There's storage all the way under these seats, right the way around, except for this one here, which has underneath it a conventional pump out toilet. There's another little storage cupboard over there, and as you can see all the way forward there's a mirror, and this table here drops down and gives you additional accommodation, or sleeping if you like, via the fore cabin. So it's very much a day cabin, but it does give you a loo, which is really nice. And as I say, these Windies are very much all about driving and the outside space. So last but by no means least is the engine bay, which is accessed over here, and also the rather clever canopy system that they have on these boats. So we just get these cushions out of the way, and then we can see the power source. So really straightforward, nothing overly complicated. Grab handle down here, lift it up, that hinges up and gives you access to the engine bay. As I mentioned, here we have a Volvo Penta D4 260. Battery, probably one domestic on that side, and then engine starting battery over there. See the hydraulic trim tab pumps and the engine pump, and that's the motor for the pump system down there. There's a battery voltage charger over there. Macerator pump out for the holding tank for the loo. And then right the way down here, and you can see that there is a bilge pump and a couple of sensors for probably the echo sounder and the speed and log. Really nice. There's a little drip tray there to catch any bits and pieces. So as I say, Volvo Penta D4 260, it's going to give this vessel a cruising speed of probably around 26 knots. But the great news is it gives you a flat out or top speed of over 40, probably 40 or 42 knots. Beautifully lined, nice, really solid engine. Right, just drop that down. And last thing I wanted to show you is under here is the canopy system. So effectively, hidden all the way under here is an entire, so you just fold these bits out, lift that cover up, it comes all the way up, and then gives you, a bit like this boat over here, possibly not quite as square as that, but it gives you full standing headroom with a full cover that clips on all the way around. So you can use the boat on a slightly damper, wet, not so lovely day, but still get the benefit of it all year round. But the beautifully clever thing is it folds completely back and out the way. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I say if you're interested, give the guys at Cobbs Key a shout, at Clipper Marine, and we'll see you next time round. Thank you for watching.